What's up, you guys? It's me here, Ari. I just wanted to come here today to talk to you guys about how you can grow organically on YouTube. Okay, so I have been on YouTube now for a year and going on 3 months. And I didn't get monetized within the year period. I got monetized like 2 months later. So it took me 1 year and 2 months to become monetized. Now it can be good, it can be bad. It just depends on who you talk to. Some people get monetized very quickly. Some people get monetized in 4 or 5 months. I've seen some who've been on YouTube for 13 years and who still aren't monetized. So basically, I would have to say it all depends on you. Now, the hardest part of growing a channel is from starting from zero. That's the hardest thing to do, which is what I did. And I did not have a huge Instagram following. I did not have a huge Facebook following, Twitter, TikTok, none of that. All I had was basically my family. I did have a few friends on Facebook. I did have a few friends on Instagram. But if you are in my position, and if you were starting from zero, you might realize that most of your friends and family may not actually subscribe to you. That can be very disheartening because at this point, it's like, how do you get your videos out there? How do you do it if you are putting out videos and nothing is happening? That is so discouraging. But don't give up. The key to this is it is definitely a marathon and not a race. It's a marathon, which means that you're going to have to put the time in no matter what. Basically, if you're just a general person with general information, nothing spectacular, nothing out of the ordinary, it's going to be you putting the time in. And that's how it was for me. I always wanted to have a channel where I could just talk about hair. I love all things hair, makeup, beauty. I love those things. That's something that comes natural to me. But basically, that area is basically, I would say, oversaturated unless unless you're coming from a different viewpoint. For me, it just did not work. But not saying that I still won't do hair videos or makeup videos, because I do have a lifestyle channel. But that is going to be something that I'm have to gradually throw in there here and there. When you're first starting, you guys, you definitely need to throw out a lot of different things. I know you may have a certain niche, but I would say don't niche down too quickly. It will narrow you down to what you can only put out there, or your audience is only expecting those things. I would say, basically kind of have things that are related um, to one specific niche, but throw a lot of different things out there. Your analytics will show you what will help you to grow on YouTube. It may not be what you want, it may not be what you think, but that one particular thing may be what is going to make you grow. So definitely you have to pay attention to your analytics. Talk about anything that I wanted to talk about, but it takes time to get there. And the way you get there is to build your brand. That's what you have to do, is build your brand, build your audience that is attracted to you as a person who enjoy watching you and your content. But to start out, you guys, the best thing that you can do is to make a ton of videos. Just make a ton of videos, because the first ones are not going to be seen. They're not going to be any good either, to be honest. Unless you already have done this before, unless you already have been a YouTuber and you know what to do, you know how to do it. That is going to be the only way that you can kind of go in this, having knowledge or the experience to kind of get a jump start. But if you're starting from zero, go ahead and just get your camera, get your phone, whatever you have. You don't have to have a lot of equipment, expensive equipment. I use an iPhone. When I started last year, I was on an iPhone 6s Plus. Now, I did just recently get an iPhone 12, but I mean, they're only for the better quality. I don't plan on purchasing a camera until I start and having income coming in from YouTube to purchase my equipment. That's my plan. So hopefully I'll be getting one soon. But you guys just should just take your phone and start filming videos. Try to be yourself. Try to be your organic self, because people can see when you're not comfortable or when you're being fake. They can see all of that. And that is not going to attract people. But just get started on making videos. And yes, your thumbnails are important. Your titles are very important. That's why I did use TubeBuddy. And I think they have a free program, and then they have one that you can pay a monthly fee. And then they have one that's even better, will help you get more information for your channel as far as what you should do and what you should. You guys, check out Project Girl Boss's channel. Her videos are so sweet as to helping you grow on YouTube. It's like she gives you these hidden gems that you may not find anywhere else. But I'll link her channel down below. Definitely check out her channel if you're trying to grow, and just go through all her videos. Go through all her videos, and she's going to tell you a couple of things. But basically, you guys, your analytics, once you know how to read those, your analytics have everything in there that tells you what areas is good for you and what is going to make you grow according to what videos you put out there. It's going to take a minute for your analytics to build up, because at first you don't have an audience. That's why I do recommend, if you have a large following in any other social media, you can share your videos there for a time. For a time when you don't have an audience, you have to pull your audience over with you. You're going to have to pull your audience in. If you have a huge Facebook following, if you have a huge TikTok, Instagram, go on those sites and you could post links and then send your people over to watch your videos. But even with that being said, it's going to have to be something interesting, eye-catching, something that's going to get their attention. So whatever you're wanting to film about, it has to be something interesting to a large group of people. And sometimes that's to do. So you're not going to always win in every video you put out there. Some videos are going to just crash. More than likely, all of your new videos are just going to bomb. But guess what? As you're filming these videos, you're getting better. Do your research. Look up other videos that are like yours, similar to yours. You have to look at those thumbnails. See if those thumbnails compare to yours. Yours has to be better, more eye-catching of these other thumbnails that have been out there for a while, already proven to be successful videos. You're in a competition. And the sooner I found that out, the better my videos became, because I would start not copying anyone, but you definitely want to find someone who is basically in the same niche as you are, and not copy them. You can't copy them. You don't want to copy their titles. You don't want to copy their exact videos, but you can take things and make it your own, individualize it, make it better, and you might get some growth that way also. It's amazing how this thing works, but it's basically going to take time. There is no quick, easy fix, period. It's going to take a good year for most people, at least a year, to get monetized, at least a year. You have to make up in your mind, I'm going to be putting videos out there week by week that at first they may not get seen unless I can pull my audience over, unless you can get people to share your videos. It's just not going to happen until your time comes. It's like you have to wait your turn. That's what it seems like to me. You have to wait your turn. But in the meantime, you have to keep putting out content consistently. And there's another thing that I want to mention is how much content you put out. You can't start as a new channel from zero and post one video a month unless your video is banging and grow. That's not going to work. you have to at least put out at least one video a week. At least one video a week. You guys, that's what I said. It's really something. It's really a marathon. You've got to make up your mind, be consistent, and do it. For me, I had a promise to myself that for 1 year, I would post at least one video, if not two, every week for one whole year. I was going to give it my all. And then after that, if I succeeded or if I didn't, after I gave it a year, I would determine whether or not I was going to keep doing this. But after 1 year, I realized I was so close. I knew that by December, January, I would be monetized. I had already known that. And you'll know after 1 year, you'll know whether or not you're going to be able to carry it out. But even so, even if it's longer than a year, you can still make it happen. By this time, your videos should be much better quality. By this time, your personality should shine forth. By this time, you should be ready to make it happen. And it all depends on you. But I have to tell you, after that 1 year mark, you're in a race. You've gone from a marathon to a race. You're in both of them. You're in a race because after 1 year, every video to the day of 1 year, the watch time falls off. So if you're in a struggle with your watch time, you're kind of in a race. If you already have your subscribers, that's great. But your watch time starts falling off day by day per the year. So like today is the 7th or 8th, okay, of January. So that means each video that I had from January 7th or the 8th, whatever day, exact day from the year, whatever video I put out that day, the time drops off at the end of the day. So your watch hours are decreasing rapidly. So that means you need to start making more videos. You need to start making more videos to get that watch time up. You're in a race at this point. You got to fly, getting your content out there to offset those hours that you lost. Does that make sense? Make sure once you pass that year mark that you start making more videos. So for me, that first 100 subscribers was like crazy hard to get. I'm like, oh my goodness, can I get 100 subscribers? But it seems like after I got that, I think I got stuck at 169. And yeah, you're going to get stuck. You're going to get stuck at some numbers where you'll be there for a week, 2 weeks, sometimes a month, just depending on how often you upload and what your content is about. Is it something that people want to see? Basically, that's what it is. You have to make content that people are searching for. Period. If people aren't searching for your content, you guys, if you're just making something because that's what you want to do, if people aren't searching for it, it's not going to happen unless you have a large subscriber base who watches your videos. At that point, anything that you put out, if you have a brand, if you have a subscriber base that really enjoy your content, whatever you push out is what they'll watch. And that's what we're all striving for. We are all striving for that, you guys. That's what you want, is to have that subscriber base who enjoy watching what you put out. But until that point, you kind of got to make sure that it's what people want to see. They're attracted to your video. They have to be. And it has to be something that people are looking for. You can't make a video on something that nobody's looking for, although it's different, and that they're going to watch it. It's just not going to happen. Because you have to be sought after. Your videos have to be looked for. So that's definitely one thing you want to keep in mind too. But I will say, basically, after about 500 subscribers, it seems that they come pretty quickly, as long as you're uploading consistently. Like I said, for 1 year, I did not take a break. Sometime I uploaded 3 videos a week. Sometime I uploaded a video every day of the week. But basically, I uploaded at least one and possibly 2 videos a week. Never skipped a week. So that will give you some kind of idea of, if you're consistent with it, what can possibly happen. You guys, if you miss a week, or if you take a break, it's slowing down your progress exponentially. So I do recommend getting a planner. I have a planner and I write down all of my video ideas, and I usually bulk film. I will film, like on my off days, I will film 5 or 6 videos. And then maybe that weekend I'll go ahead and add my titles and work on my thumbnails. Um, and then I'll schedule them so that they can just release automatically. I like to have everything set up so that they just release automatically, where I don't have to worry, oh, I didn't release my video, because you will forget. You'll forget when you get sidetracked by your job, your family, you got this going on, your kids, you got this, that. You'll get sidetracked. So the best thing to do is just dedicate a specific time that you can do your videos. If you want to bulk film them, you want to bulk do your editing, bulk do your thumbnails, add your titles, end screens, all of that. Get all of that done, schedule it. So it releases automatically and you don't have to worry about it. But you have to stay consistent with filming too. That way it's good. I like to do 5 or 6 videos a day or whatever, because if something comes up and you don't have time to film, or something comes up where you can't film, you've got that stash that you can pull from, and it's already uploaded, it's already ready to go. But the key also is not getting lax because I have so many videos stashed. You have to still keep producing your content, still keep that extra stash so that you're good. That will help you out so much, you guys. That will help you so much. Just having everything organized, having it planned out, and executing it, and then letting it release. You don't even have to worry about that anymore. But like I said before, once you get to 500 subscribers, they seem to go much quicker. Once you hit 1,000, they go even more quicker. As long as you're watching your analytics, and as long as you're following what YouTube is telling you is getting you views, is getting you watch hours. As long as you follow that, you will exponentially grow. Okay, you guys, this video is long enough, so I don't want to get drawn out going all into analytics, but very quickly, your top 10 videos are the ones that you need to be making your next videos from. Your top 10 is going to explain what content you need to make next. Keep that in mind. So yes, you guys, I'm definitely no YouTube expert, period. I'm not that at all. But I don't mind sharing my experiences, what I went through, things that helped me. I also was involved in watch groups. Now that is not good. And when I first started, it did seem to help a lot. It really did seem to help. But then as time went on, when I got to a certain amount of subscribers, I realized that YouTube prefers for you to just let them send your content out. As far as the sharing to other social medias, that had to stop for me. It wasn't working for me anymore. My growth was being slowed down because I was sharing to social medias. Although at first, that was the only way I can get my views. So you have to really closely pay attention to your analytics and see what is going on. If you're growing by sharing, go ahead and keep sharing. But if you realize that your growth has come to a stop, you have to cut that out. You have to stop, because that's the only way I really started back growing, was when I stopped sharing and being in watch groups and all of that. YouTube wants you to grow organically. They don't want anything that is basically forced or that is not real. And that could be sub for subs. That could be in watch groups where you're just watching. That could be in watch groups where you're watching each other's videos. That's not organic. They want organic growth for you, and that's what's best for you. Although at the time you feel like I've got to get these views, I'm trying to get my watch hours, I'm trying to get my time up. I know the struggle. Your girl knows the struggle, but that's not going to work the whole way through. If you're not paying attention to your analytics, you'll get stuck. You'll get stuck in a rut and you don't know how to get out. Your analytics gives you keys to how you're going to grow and success. It's just learning how to read it and pay attention to it. That's it. Another thing I did was I went to gurus, are people who have already made it in YouTube, and I let them teach me how they made it. That does really, really help you guys. It really did in the beginning because I had no clue, and I was shown things that I didn't realize that were hurting me. But that's a little bit of money. That's a little bit of money. So it depends on whether you can afford that or not, or if you want to just do it on your own, because all of the information is shown in YouTube videos where you can research for yourself. But are you going to be able to put that information together? That's up to you. If you can't put the information together, if you can't make it work for you, and I'm an impatient person, I'm impatient. So I was like, Peace McIntyre, can I watch your class? I also went to Project Girl Boss. She helped me also. I was helped out by these two. They really did give me information that otherwise I don't think I would have figured out on my own. And that's just me. But a lot of people are feeling like, I'm not going to pay anybody. I'm not going to do this. And that's cool too. Research for yourself. Find out yourself. It's options to you. It's what you decide to do. I'm impatient and I wanted it quick and I wanted it done and I wanted to know how to do it because I was trying. I was searching on my own and I couldn't figure it out. But it's all up to you guys, what you decide what is best for your channel. But your analytics is key. Learn to read your analytics and you will succeed. It will show you exactly what you need to know. But to read analytics, you've got to produce content. You got to produce a lot of content so that your analytics can show you what's best for you. You can't just show one type of content, and you can't just put one piece of content and not anymore. Like I said, if you're a basic channel, you've got to put in the work. You need to make as many videos as possible so that your analytics will have something to read, something to pull from. Well, you guys, I'm not going to make this a long drawn out video. Leave me some comments down below. Let me know what you think about this video and my thoughts and what happened with me. I hope this helps you. If you have any further questions, just drop me a question down below. If I know the answer, I'll give it to you. I'm not a guru, so if I don't know it, I'm going to say I don't know. Okay, but I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. Please take a look around my channel. If you find anything interesting, make sure you subscribe. I'm still trying to grow. I'm still trying to get up there too. And hopefully I'll see you in my next video. Bye.